Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. Om Namas Chandikayai. Some of you are new. So we have taken up two Anushtana for this Navaratri. One is known as Durga Dvatrimshat Namamala. There are, in that book which is given to you, there are 32 names of Durga. So chanting that every day is one Anushtana we taught. Another is known as this Siddha Kunjika. Siddha Kunjika also is a very powerful mantra from the Tantric schools. So that also we are discussing that. So yesterday we saw this is the third day, I think, no? Siddha Kunjika's third day. Yeah. Days are going. So, what is Siddha Kunjika Stotram? What is the importance of Siddha Kunjika Stotram? That's what we are listening. So, yesterday we saw that there are three parts in Siddha Kunjika Stotram. The first part is an introduction. What is the importance of this? What is the power of this mantra, etc. Sri Parameshwara himself is explaining. Then comes the mantra. In the Siddha Kunjika, there is two mantras. One is known as Ashtakshari mantra. Another is known as Navakshari mantra, and another is known as known as the Siddha Kunjika mantra. So that also we saw. And then comes Siddha Kunjika Stotram as such. In the Stotram also, the first two verses, verse number 1 and 2, is a Sankshepa of the Devi Mahatmya. So, in the introduction itself, Bhagavan says, Kunjika Padha Matrena Durga Padha Bhalam Labhet. If you chant Kunjika itself, by chanting Kunjika itself, you will get the Durga Padha Bhala. So, that's why in Kunjika Stotram, in two verses, the essence of Durga Saptashati is given. And then from third verse onwards is the explanation of the Maha Mantra known as Navakshari. So in Navakshari Mantra, we will see two parts. First one is known as the Bija Mantra, Aim, Hreem, Kleem. That is one. Next is Chamunda, is the second part. Yai is the third part. And Viche is the fourth part. So many parts are there in this mantra. So that's why this Navakshari is not just one mantra, but this is a very powerful mantra. This is a very Sampradaya mantra where lots of things are, combined. So yesterday we were listening to the first portion of this. What is the meaning of Aim, Hreem, Kleem? We saw that Bija Mantra cannot be actually explained because Bija in different mantra will be different. So the Aim itself, in some place, it is Guru Tattva. So sometimes you will see in some places, Aim is used as a Guru Mantra. So that's why there is two Saraswati mantra. One is Sam Saraswati Nama, another is Aim Saraswati Nama. So in Aim Saraswati Nama, Devi is as Bala, as the Guru. So, actually we cannot explain the meaning of Bija, but here in this mantra, in Navakshari mantra, Aim is used as Saraswati Srishti Rupini. Aim Kari Srishti Rupayai. So, Aim mantra in Navakshari stands for Saraswati. Saraswati, the power of Brahma. Brahmaji is, when you say that this is the wife and husband, etc., we should understand it is not wife and husband like human beings to fight and not that is the meaning. I mean, the wife and husband means the power of the Devata is known as wife. So, Aim is Saraswati, who is the power of the Maha Brahmaji. So, Aimkari Srishti Rupayai. Hrim Kari Pratipalika. So we saw yesterday, Hrim is equal to Om in Upanishad. It's known as Shakti Bija. Hrim is the Bija of the Shakti Tattva. Sorry. So, Hrim, Kari, Pratipalika, the protecting force of this universe, Sri Durga Parameshwari, is represented by Hrim in the Navakshari. Aim, Hrim. Next is Kleem. Kleem Kari Kamarupini. Kleem in this mantra stands for Mahalakshmi. In this mantra. Who is she? Kamarupini. So Kamarupini, one meaning is, Kamarupini means one who is the embodiment of Ananda Tattva. Ananda means bliss. Ananda Tattva. So she is the embodiment of Ananda. So Kamarupini, one who is the embodiment of Ananda. Another meaning is, Kama also means Saundarya, the embodiment of beauty. Kama means also beauty. So Kamarupini means embodiment of beauty and bliss. So Aim, Hrim, Kleem. Aim stands for Srishti, Hrim stands for Palana, Kleem stands for Ananda. In one way. In other words, Aim stands for Saraswati, Hrim stands for Durga, Kleem stands for Lakshmi. Here, okay, don't use this somewhere else and say, oh, there is Lakshmi Bija. No, Lakshmi Bija is different. Here in this mantra, Kleem is standing for Mahalakshmi. Now, Aim also, stands for Jnana Shakti. Hrim stands for Kriya Shakti. And Kleem stands for Ichha Shakti. Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti Swarupini. So, Aim, Hrim, Kleem. Aim, Jnana Shakti. Hrim, Kriya Shakti. Kleem, Ichha Shakti. Or, Aim stands for Sat, existence. Aim stands for Sat, existence. Hrim stands for Chit. Chit, consciousness. Kleem stands for Ananda. So, Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma. So, Aim, Hrim, Kleem means Ananda, Atma, Paramatma. So, Aim, Sat, Hrim, Chit, Kleem, Ananda. So, when we chant Aim, Hrim, Kleem, Sat, Chidananda, Paramatmane Namaha, that Paramatma is indicated as Om in the beginning. That's why in Navakshari, Om is not there. Om is Paramatma Suchakam, but it is indicated. Aim, Hrim, Kleem stands for Sat, Chit, Ananda. Also for Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Ichha Shakti Swarupini. Aim, Hrim, Kleem. So, Bija Rupe Namostade. So, this is Bija, see. So many things are there. It's not only one Bija, seed of many aspects. Now, Aim, Hrim, Kleem. Next pada is Chamunda. This word is very famous. Chamunda means Bhadrakali. Generally, Chamunda means Bhadrakali. Why Chamunda is Bhadrakali? Because she killed Chanda and Munda. Bhadrakali destroyed, killed Chanda and Munda. So that's why, because she killed Chanda and Munda, she got a name Chamunda. Jagadamba herself gave that name to Sri Jagadamba. It's there in the Devi Mahatmya itself. So, simple meaning of Chamunda is Bhadrakali. So, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, Mahadurga, Mahalakshmi, Bhadrakali. Chamunda. Also, actually, Chamum Diyati, Khandayati, Nashayati, idi Chamunda. What is the inner meaning of Chamunda? Simple meaning of Chamunda? The destroyer of Chanda Munda, two asuras. What is the inner meaning? Chamum Diyati, Khandayati, Nashayati iti Chamunda. Chamunda, Diyati. Chamu means what? The word Chamu stands for, in Vyavaharika Samskrita, Chamu means a sena, an army. Okay? But here, Chamu means army, that which destroys us. What is that which destroys us? That which destroys us is karma samuham. Why do we suffer? Because of karma, our own karma. Whatever we have done in this life or in previous lives, we do not know. What are the karmas we have performed? In this life also we don't remember. Do we remember all karmas we have done? No. So now what to talk about? Other janma, asmin janmani, janma janmantareva. Whatever karmas we did, no idea. So Chamu means karma samuhaha. All that karma which we have done in this birth, in past births, Dhyati, Khandayati, Nashayati. The one who is powerful to remove, destroy all the karmas which we have done in different lives. That is known as Chamunda. Chamunda, Parabrahma Swarupini. Who is Chamunda? Chamunda is Aim, Hrim, Klim, means Satchidananda. When we realize the Satchidananda, I am not a Jiva who has done so many karma, I am that Satchidananda Swarupa. When we realize our true nature as Parabrahma Swarupa, then there is no karma for Jiva. There is no more Jiva. All karmas belongs to Jiva. When we understand that we are not an identified consciousness, what do you mean by Jiva? Identified consciousness. What do you mean by identified? Identified with this body, identified with our sharira, sthula, sukshma, karana, sharira. We all have three bodies. This body, what we can see, known as the gross body, and there's a subtle body, and there's a causal body. So Jiva is a person who is identified with our causal, subtle, and gross body. So the entire Jivatva is because of identification. As long as we are identified with any of the body, we have karma. No way. Swamiji talks about a thief, a robber. He committed some crimes. And so Gurudev says in a very elaborate way, and he did even some murder. Now the police is after him. And then police got a news that he is there in some house. He goes there, they go there, and then they say that this person is lying down but dead. Once that person is dead, now they cannot arrest him. Why? Because the one who has done is not that body. The one who has... So, all the karma is because of identification. If you are identified, then there is, all punishments and all rewards. The punishments and rewards are because of identification. And when we recognize our true nature as the Supreme Consciousness, that knowledge, that experience leads to a state where there is no more karma. That state of akarmanyata, that state where there is no karma is attached to us, that state is known as Chamunda. Chamum deti khandayati. The one who destroys all the karma vasanas and then free us from jivatva. That is Chamunda. Chamunda Chandaghati cha. So Chandaghati. Chanda, of course, one is Chanda is Asura, and this Chanda is Karma Samuha. The terrible karmas we have performed in different lives. See, one problem, one sad thing with us is we only see the effect. In our life, we suffer because physical, mental. We only think, oh, why this is happening to me only. We do not know, but understand that there is no effect without a cause. But unfortunately, we cannot see the cause. Just have faith in Mother, have faith in Bhagavan that whatever happened, it happened, let it go. So when we go through it's not only bad, okay? When we get, now we are all here, it's also because of a cause. We have done some punya in some janma, that's why we are here. Sometimes when we see, we only think about dukkha, not only dukkha, sukha also is because of our karma. So, when we go through it, that is nullified. So, a lot of punya is now being exhausted here. So, so create more, okay? Otherwise, when we go back, our balance is gone, everything is done. So, Chamunda Chandaghati cha. Chandaghati, one who is the destroyer of Chanda. Chanda, in story Chandasura, or Chanda actually, all our karma vasanas. Yaikari Varadayini. See, in this mantra, it is not Chamundaye. Sometimes people say no Chamundaye, which say. It is not Ye, it is Yai. Yai is not part of the Chamunda. That is, in Sanskrit, Kanyayai, we say. You know, Chaturthi. In order to show the Chaturthi Vibhakti, we use the Pratyaya Yai. Okay, Kanyayai. No, Durgayai Namaha means prostrations to Durga. So that Chaturthi Vibhakti we add Yai Pratyaya, but in this mantra, Yai is not like like Durga Yai, like that Chamunda Yai. It is not. Yai is another word. Om Aim Hreem Kleem Chamunda Yai Viche. Not Chamunda Yai Viche. Chamunda Yai Viche. Yai is another word. What do you mean by Yai? Yai is Varadayini. Varadayini, the one who gives all kinds of blessings. Yai Varadayini, one who gives all kinds of blessing, all the abundant blessings. So that Jagadambika, known as Raja Rajeshwari. See, in order to give something, we should have power, no? Somebody comes and asks us, oh, sir, please give us something. So whatever we have, that only we can share. And that also should be in abundance. You have only 50 rupees with you, and somebody comes and asks you, please give us 500 rupees. What shall we do? We can give only 50 because that much only we have. But if you have in abundance, then you can give in abundance. So, Yai stands for Saksha. So in this, Aim stands for Saraswati, Hreem stands for Durga, Kleem stands for Lakshmi, and Chamunda stands for Bhadrakali. Kali Tattva. Kali is Kala Bhakshini. Who is Kali? Kali is Kala Bhakshini. Actually, Kala. If you put this becomes Kali. But then Kali telling it is because so it becomes Kali. La Layor Abhedaha. La and La are same. So Kali is actually Kali. means the embodiment of time. See, all what we have done or what we are going to experience, everything is in Kala. Think about, if there is no time, then what karma? All karma, karma bhala, everything happens in time. So how can we come out of, karma bhala? Go beyond time. So Kali represents that tattva which is beyond time. So Kali is Chamunda. Of course, in Katha also Kali is Chamunda, but here Kali is not that terrible, Devata who kills everyone. No, here Kali is that, Parabrahma Swarupini, that Paramatma Swarupini, one who helps us to go beyond time. Kali, Chandakati. Now, Yai is Varadayini, one who is able to give us Vara. What is the Vara? Samsara Mochanam. What is the real Vara? The real Vara, the real blessing is we come out of this Mahamoha, Mahamaya. No, so that, of course, I want Bhoga only. Okay, Bhoga also. But Bhoga Moksha Pradayini. The highest blessing is we are saved from the samsara. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jadhare shayanam, iha samsare ghalu dustare. All other things are okay. But to coming out of this samsara is not easy. Going to heavens, etc., we can also try. But coming out of samsara is not very easy. So, Yaikadi. Who is Yaikadi? Yaikadi is Rajarajeshwari, who blesses with all, our wishes, more than anything, Dharmartha Kama Moksha Pradayini. What is Varadayini? The one who blesses us with Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. It's like a supermarket. You can go and select. But when you select, you have to pay price also, okay? So if you select Dharma, also there is a price. Artha also there is a price. Kama is also a price. Moksha is also a price. What is the moksha's price? If you need that moksha, we have to pay. What should we pay? We should pay ourselves. Ourselves in the sense, our aham, our ego has to be surrendered. In all other dharma, artha, kama, you can keep your ego. But in moksha, until and unless we surrender our ego, so what? That we think that it's very easy, but that is the most difficult thing. Aham. Okay, so that is the Yaikadi Varadayini. Now comes a word, Viche. What is this Viche? People do a lot of Google. Okay, they Google and then Google says them which. W-I-T-C-H, which. Which. Oh my God, so this Devata is something to talk about which or what? Oh. Even if we know Sanskrit also, we cannot get the meaning. What is the meaning of Viche? Vid, cha, e. Viche is actually not one word, it's a one word put with sandhi. Vid, cha, e. So vid plus cha, because of stoschu naschuhu, it will become Viche plus cha, vicha. A plus e, a, adguna. So vid plus cha plus e becomes Viche. Viche is not one word, but with three words together. Three words combined together become Viche. Vid, cha, e. So, what is the meaning of Viche? May I know. May I know. Vid to know. Cha, e. let me know. Aham janiyam, may I know. One meaning, okay? So what is viche means? May I know. What? What? Aim, Hrim, Klim, Chamunda, Yai. May the tattva of Aim, Hrim, Klim, Chamunda and Yai be revealed to me. May I understand, experience the tattvas of Saraswati, Parvati, Lakshmi, Bhadragali and Rajarajeshwari. So if you take it as a prayer. See, that's why lots of people get confused in this mantra and then they add Namaha to this. Aim Hring Kleen Chamunda Ye Viche Namaha. Because, see, otherwise, what is the meaning here? There should be some meaning, no? Namaha, Susti, Swaha, Swadha, something should be there in a mantra. You take up any other mantra, I mean most of the mantra, you will see some Namaha, some Swaha, something. Agnaye Swaha, Ramaya Namaha, Narayanaya Namaha, Vasudevaya Namaha, you know, Om Bhadragalye Namaha, Om Dum Durgaye Namaha, Namaha, or something should be there. So some people, especially the modern, gurus, they add Namaha to this. Because nothing is there. Otherwise, what is the meaning? Aim Hring Kleen Chamundaye Viche. No. So they add Namaha. You have to add Namaha and do. That's okay. That is their standpoint. We cannot say it's wrong or anything. In this, Mahamantra Sagara, there is nothing right, nothing wrong. But actually, there's no need to add Namaha here because Kriya is there. What is the Kriya? What is the verb? Vidha. Vidha is the Kriya. Let us know. Let me know. Let that thing be revealed to us. What? The Tattva. Tattva of what? Of Saraswati, Durga, Lakshmi, Kali and Parabrahma. This is not a Panchabrahma. In how Panchabrahma Tattva is there in Shaivam, in Shakteya also Pancha. That's why you have studied Panchabrahma Swarupini in Lalita Sahasranama. Have you seen? Panchabrahma Swarupini. One name of Lalita Sahasranama is Panchabrahma Swarupini. One who is the embodiment of Panchabrahma. What is Panchabrahma? The moment you take Panchabrahma, they will, whatever text you refer, it will take you to the 5 aspects of Shiva. There are 5 aspects of Shiva, so that they will take. That is not the meaning. Panchabrahma Swarupini means one who is the embodiment of 5 Brahma. What are the 5 Brahma? 5 truths. In Shakteya, the 5 truths are Saraswati, Durga, Lakshmi, Kali and Rajarajeshwari. So with the Chai, may I know what? Panchabrahma. What is Panchabrahma? These 5. What are these 5? Jnanam. So Vidha means, I means, Aim Srishti, Hrim Pratipalanam, Klim Anandam, then Chamunda, the destruction of the karma, and Yai is Moksha Suru. Not only Moksha, Bhoga Moksha Pradayini. So these are the 5 aspects of Jagadamba. This all 5 put together is Paramatma. Ishvara. Okay? So Viche, one meaning is Vidha Chai means let me also know. Another is Viche itself is a Purna Mantra. Vidha stands for Jnana, Cha stands for Karma, Kriya, E stands for Icha. So Vidha Chai is Jnana, Karma, Icha. So let me know, let me understand, let me practice, let me experience. What? Paramatma. Paramatma who manifests in that form of Sri Maha Saraswati, Maha Lakshmi, Maha Kaliha, Maha Durga and Rajarajeshwari. So, in a way, Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche is actually a mantra of Lalitambika. So Sri Lalitambika herself manifests as all these forms. So who is Lalita? Panchabrahma Swarupini. So that's why there is a tradition in our tantrika traditions where, see, we have a tradition you might have heard about, Sri Vidya. So in Sri Vidya, the Panchadashi is considered as the highest mantra. So there is another sampradaya where Navakshari itself stands for Sri Vidya. So this mantra which we are chanting is the highest, one of the highest mantra of a tantric tradition. Okay. So, Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundayai Viche. So, this is explained here. Aimkari Srishtirupayai Hrinkari Pratipalika Klinkari Kamarupinyai Bijarupe Namostute Chamunda Chandaghati Cha Yaikari Varadayini Viche Cha Abhayada Nityam Namaste Mantra Rupini. So Viche is Abhayada. Abhayam. What is Abhaya? Dudiyad vai bhayam bhavati. All fear is because of Dudiyam. See, as long as I have a feel that I am different and you are different, deep within there is a scope of fear. And abhayam, that fear can be only removed when we realize, when we recognize, when we understand that this Atma whom now speaking is none other than that Parabrahma, one who manifests in the form of Saraswati, Lakshmi, Durga, Kali and Rajeshwari. Everything is here. I am not a being who is born and will die one day. I am that Parabrahma Swarupini. I am that Sachidananda Paramatma. I am that Brahma Vishnu Swarupini. I am everything. Not in an ahankara way. That's why first we have to give up our ahankara. Then only it is possible to even understand what the mantra is trying to tell us. But so when we recognize that Aham Sachidananda Swarupoham, I am that Sachidananda Atma. When that recognition, realization of one's true self, that I am that Sachidananda Rupoham. When I understand that I am that Sachidananda, then Asangoham, Asangoham, Asangoham Punah Punah, Sachidananda Rupoham, Ahamevaham Avyayah. Asangoham, I am not this gross body. Asangoham, I am not the subtle body. Asangoham punah punaha, I am not even the karana sharira. Then who are you? If you are not the subtle body and gross body and the causal body, then who are you? Sachidananda Rupoham, Aim Hrim Klim, Ahamevaham Avyayah, Chamundayai Viche. So, when we understand this, that our Atma, we are not somebody who was born and will die one day. We are that Sachidananda Atma where there is no birth or there is no death. The birth and death is only for body. Now, this body, I have taken this body for rent. It is like a rented home. Whenever I want, I will give it up. So what? Nothing to fear. So that Advaita Anubhuti is the essence of this Navakshari mantra. What else is there to know? Everything is said. Viche cha abhayada. So that viche, viducha e gives us abhayada. That which just gives us abhayam. What is abhaya? Fearlessness. How can we be fearless? When we understand that we are not something which will get destroyed. I am that indestructible, eternal. So when you do chanting, don't do you are telling the greatest truth. Aim, Hreem, Kleem, Chamunda, Yai, Viche. Experience and chant, then with this knowledge now. So now our japa will become more powerful. Claim, so, Viche Chabhayada Nityam Namaste Mantra Rupini. See, this is mantra. Mananat Trayate iti mantraha. That which protects us from mananam, not only by chanting. See, chanting is good. With chanting, we practice. With chanting, we get punya. But trananam happens only when we do mananam. When we think about it, what is the meaning? What do you mean by I? What is Hrim? What is Klim? What is Chamunda? Who is this Yai? What is the Viche means what? When we start to do the manana of each and every word, so our mind goes deep within and we will be released from the Janana Marana Chakra. Vichecha Bhayada Nityam Namaste Mantra Rupini. So that is the power of Bhagavati who can save us from samsara. Now comes a part is known as the Kavacha. The next part is, so what are the parts we saw? Introduction we saw, mantra we saw, and then the Durga Saptashati Sara Sangraha we saw, then this Navakshari mantra Vistara we saw. Now comes a part which protects us. You know, we can chant all this and then sit down. But there are so many layers of forces in this universe which will not allow us progress. You will see this. See, you are really progressing in your spiritual life. You will see that something or other comes. If you are very sincere in any of our sadhana, we will see that something, sometimes high fever comes, cold comes, headache comes, stomach is upset. Every day we are doing japa so much, and then you will see that one day something happens to us. If sharira is okay, mind, why I came here? The mind starts, if I was in home, we should, in the suggestion box, one thing, in each and every room you should put a TV. So because see, we are very devoted to our serial. Without that, how can we? So serials are also not there. So some mind, if body is not creating any trouble, the mind will create. If the mind is also okay, then the intellect is there. Lots of suggestions comes up. So many things comes up. So there are Adidevika, Adibhaudika, Adhyatmika, Vighna will come in spiritual life. In every life it comes, but especially when we really want to walk the path of spirituality. If you read the life of all Mahatmas, you can see this. Even when Buddha was meditating and he was about to reach that Bodhi Avastha, the Mara himself came. Even Jesus was meditating also, the Satan came. So everywhere it will come. Because without that, without placing our feet on the head of the beginner, we cannot go beyond. That's why we put a threshold in our nowadays. So in all our house, threshold will be there. Vaittukku Veettukku Vasilpadi Venam. No, in Veettukku Vasilpadi Venam. So actually, in a way, Vasilpadi is actually as a block to remind us that the life is filled with blocks. And what is the greatest thing? The ability to cross them. If there is no problem in our life, everything is very easy, we will be destroyed. The opposition, the blocks, the challenges makes us powerful. Okay? So, that's why Bhagavati gives lots of challenge in our life to make us strong, not to destroy us. And you will see that when we look back to our life, those terrible moments in our life which we suffered, that actually made us strong. We are here because of all that good things which happen in life, because of that things which were very difficult to face. That's what makes a spiritual being different from a normal means the other people, Pashu. Only when in the life of a jiva, when hurdles comes, when troubles come, when, and then we, maybe because of grace or whatever, we take a something which is deep within us. We connect with ourselves, which are deeper self, and then we, get some courage and then we face it. And that actually helped us who we are now. So, we need all that, but along with that, we need help also, to protect ourselves. We need to protect our body, we need to protect our mind, we need to protect our intellect, all that. So, that's why in sadhana, kavacha is also a very important sadhana. So, in japa sadhana is not only chanting Bhagavan's nama. So, if you take up japa as your sadhana, suppose there are many sadhanas. Some people do puja as a sadhana, some people does meditation as a sadhana. Lots of people take japa as a sadhana. In japa sadhana, people think that I'm chanting Bhagavan's mantra for so many times, so many years, nothing happening. Because japa sadhana is a angi sadhana, means there are many components in the japa sadhana. Suppose you want to make a nice dish. What dish you want to make? What is that? What you don't get here? I do not know. So you want to make a paneer dish, okay? So you told the kitchen, I want paneer. And then you went for lunch, they gave you paneer. Which is there? Just uncooked paneer is given to us. Then it will not become a paneer dish. Like that, in japa sadhana also, mere ishta mantra is the main component, without which japa sadhana cannot happen, but that is not the only ingredient. That's why many times, although people do japa sadhana for a long time, nothing happens. Of course, something is happening. We cannot say that nothing is happening, but then, that result is not coming. Why? Because in japa sadhana, there are many angas, there are many components which makes japa sadhana. So one is, most important thing is, of course, ishta mantra. Whichever is your ishta mantra, whoever is your ishta devata, when your guru gives you that mantra, then it becomes jagrad. It becomes siddha mantra. Then the chanting of that mantra regularly is the most important thing. Along with the chanting of your ishta mantra, you should do Gayatri. Either Mahagayatri, Tat Savidurvarenyam, or the Gayatri of that devata. For every devata there is a Gayatri. Like, suppose my ishta mantra is Om Namo Narayanaya, suppose. So that only chanting Namo Narayana is not enough. I have to chant Vishnu Gayatri. Om Narayanaaya Vitmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodaya. That's why you have to take all this from the Guru, because otherwise we will not do this. If a Guru is coming in the traditional days, then Guru will teach you the Gayatri also. So, Ishta Mantra Japa, along with Ishta Mantra Japa, Gayatri Japa. Gayatri, either the Gayatri, the Mahagayatri, or Gayatri of Tattad Devata. That has to be added. Then we have to chant a stuti. There are hundreds of stutis. Suppose Vishnu is my, Narayana is my Ishta Devata. There are so many stutis, but then some stuti every day. So as part of your sadhana, the stuti also should be there. Avinayam apanaya Vishnu Dhamaya manassamaya vishaya mrigatrishnam bhutadayam vistaraya taraya samsara sagaratah. Now like that, there are many Achyudam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishna Damodaram. No? So some stuti also should be part of your sadhana. That is the third one. The fourth one is known as Sahasranama. If you are taking up sadhana, japa as your main sadhana, then Sahasranama also becomes an integral part of your sadhana. So suppose it is Narayana Upasana, then Vishnu Sahasranam. If it is Devi, Devi Sahasranam. If it is on Ganesha, Ganesha Sahasranam. If it is Shiva, Shiva Sahasranam. So, see, I'm not talking about, I am doing puja and japa is also I do. Not like that. There are people who take japa as their main sadhana. In that, the Sahasranama japa also becomes an integral part. So, what are the things? First one, second, third, fourth, then comes the fifth. The fifth is known as Kavacham. For each devata, there is Kavacham. Like, if you see the Durga Saptashati starting with Kavacham. So, that is the Devi Kavacha. Like that, there is Shiva Kavacha, there is Hanuman Kavacha. There is Rama Kavacha, Navaratri Stotram, so it's Kavacha. So, like that, each and every devata, they all have their own Kavachas. That Kavacha also should be chanted. So, when we do these 5 aspects together, then only it becomes Japa Sadhana. Now comes, so in this mantra also, mantra is said, what is the meaning of the Durga Saptashati Sara is said, and then explanation of the Mahamantra. This is Navakshari mantra is done. Now comes Kavacha, to protect ourselves from all the negative forces of this universe. Dham Dhim Dhum Dhurjadev Patni Vam Vim Vum Vagadhishwari Kram Krim Krum Kalika Devi Sham Shim Shum Me Shubham Kuru Hum Hum Humkara Rupinye Jam 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 Jambhanadini Bhram Bhrim Bhrum Bhairavi Bhadre Bhavanyete Namo Namaha Am Kam Cham Tam Tam Pam Yam Sham Vim Dum Aim Vim Ham Ksham Dhijagram Dhijagram Trodaya Trodaya Deeptam Guru Guru Swaha Pam Pim Pum Parvati Purna Kham Khim Khum Khechari Tadha Sam Sim Sum Saptashati Devya Mantra Siddhim Kurushvami. This is known as Kavacha, which protects our existence. Dham Dhim Dhum Dhurjadev Patni. Start from the head. Dhurjada. Dhurjada means Shiva. Dhurjadev Patni, the wife of Shiva. So, Dham, Dhim, Dhum represents, that are mantras which protects our head. the head region. Vam Vim Voom Vagadhishwari. Vam Vim Voom protects our mukha, our face. Kram, Kreem, Kroom, Kalika, Devi, that protects our chest. Sham, Sheem, Shum, Me, Shubham, Kuru, it protects our hands, fingers, hands, forearm, upper arm, shoulders, all that. Hum, Hum, Humkara, Rupinye, protects our stomach region. Jam, 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 Jambhanadini, protects our entire back, our Sushumna, our backbone. Bhram, Bhreem, Bhroom, Bhairavi, Bhadre, that protects our buttocks, our kati, all those organs. Bhavanyete namo namaha, Ankan chantantam pam yam sham vim dum aim vam ham ksham. This protects each and every aspects of our life. Dhijagram, Dhijagram, Trodaya. May all that removes all kinds of obstacles and danger from our life. Deeptam Guru, and make my life very shining forth. Pam, Pim, Pum, Parvati, Purna, that is representing our legs. May Parvati protect our entire legs. Also, legs and also this entire Stula Sharira. Kham, Khim, Khum, Khechari. May Khechari, Jagadamba, protect our Sukshma Sharira. Sam, Sim, Sum, Saptashati, Devya. May Jagadamba Saptashati, Jagadamba, protect our Karma Sharira. Mantra Siddhim Kurushwami. By the blessing of all the Devatas, may my life be fulfilled. Mantra Siddhi, may my life I be able to understand, recognize, experience the mantra. What is that? Aham Brahmasmi is the mantra. With this, may I realize the truth of the mantra. Mantra Siddhi. I should be able to gain the Siddhi of the mantra. Kurushwami. That's it. So Kavacha is done, mantra is done, mantra Vyakhyana is done, Stuti is done, everything is done. So in one stotram, all aspects other than Sahasranama, everything else is covered. That is the beauty of this Siddha Kunjika. That's why it's Kunjika. It is so powerful because it is all comprehensive. Jnana, Kriya, Japa, everything is there in this. Idam tu Kunjika Stotram Mantra Jagarti Hetave. Mantra Jagarti Hetave Idam Kunjika Stotra. This Kunjika Stotra is to invoke the Shakti of the mantra. So if you chant this Kunjika Stotram, then the power of mantra will be awakened. Which mantra? Navakshari mantra. Aim, Hrim, Klim, Chamundai, which is. So if you chant this Namaste Rudrarupinye up to Kurushwame, these 8 mantras are actually to energize. This 8 stuti is to energize the mantra. What mantra? Navakshari mantra. Mantra Jagarti. Jagarti, to waken up. Now mantra is sleeping. Get up. Okay. So if you chant this stotram, then the mantra shakti will manifest. Idam tu Kunjika Stotram mantra jagarti hedave abhakte naiva datavyam. This, all these secrets, etc. should not be shared with people who has no devotion for Bhagavan. Why? Then they will use all this for something else. No, they will make use of this to create money and wealth and destroy people, etc. So, don't give this to people who has no devotion for Lord. Abhakte naiva datavyam gopitam raksha Parvati. Oh Parvati, please protect and keep. How can you protect mantra? By giving to right people. It's not that, you cover and then don't get. See, the protection is only possible when it reaches the right people. Now this mantra is, I am happy that this mantra is now saved, because so many of you have heard about this. Now you will do upasana of this, and the mantra shakti will come, and all means so many. Next year, Navaratri, all will be in like, See, that is known as mantra jagarti. The mantra will become awakened, powerful. So, two things. One, abhakte naiva dadavyam. We should not give it to wrong people, but it should be given to the right people. Abhakte naiva dadavyam gopitam raksha Parvati. Oh Parvati, please gopitam, please protect this by giving it to the right people. Yastu kunjikaya Devi hinam saptashatim padhet natasya jayate siddhihi haranye rodanam yatha. Bhagavan says, without the understanding of this Kunjika, you may chant Durga Saptashati for hundreds and thousands and lakhs of times. No Shakti will be there. Why? Because they don't understand what they are reading. They will be a master, they can, because the mantra will have its own powers, that's all okay. But what is the Parama Prayojana of Mantra Shastra? Moksha. That will not get. You can use Durga Saptashati to Maranam, Mohanam, Vashyam, Stambanam, Ucharanam, etc. But moksha, Durga Saptashati can lead us to moksha only when we chant Siddha Kunjika. But not just chant, understand and chant. Then we understand that Durga Saptashati is not just some words. So first day we saw. So Durga Saptashati, there are 3 Granthi Veda. So the first Prathama Granthi will help us to release from Raga Dvesha. The Dvidiya Parva, Dvidiya Charita will help us to release from Vikshepa. And Uttara Charita will release us from Avarana. So this is only possible when you read Kunjika. Kunjika is like the key which opens up the rahasya of the mantra. So with the help of Kunjika, when we chant Durga Saptashati, then it becomes alive. Without it, Yastu Kunjikaya Devi, without the Kunjika Stotra, Saptahinam Saptashadim Padedi. If you just chant Saptashati just like that, Natasya Jayate Siddhihi. He may chant it for thousands and lakhs of time, but the real Siddhi will not come. Like Aranye Rodanam Yada. How people will cry in the deep forest. Nobody is there to help. We may shout inside the forest, no help will come. Why? Because there is nobody to help. Like that, if you chant Durga Saptashati without understanding this secret, the moksha is not possible. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.